All right. It's that time again. We back.
Yes,
Good
sir.
morning. How you doing, sir?
Good morning, sir. I'm blessed to wake up and be on the wake up list to do the show with you this morning.
Yes, sir. Beautiful Saturday morning, cool, calm, and brisk outside with the beautiful weather. Nothing to complain about. If we're gonna complain about something, we can complain about nothing. We just happy. We excited, and just gonna be just thankful as we get into this thankful season. It's the thankful week. The week for Thanksgiving. Some people call it Indigenous Day. Some people have a lot of nicknames for it. But we in our community, that's an opportunity for family to get together. Get together with your family, sit down, have a good meal, and hope don't nobody get into an argument.
Hope so. Hope don't no truths come out at the table.
Yeah.
Your Uncle Jack really ain't your uncle.
Yeah, if for some reason stuff like that seem to come on out, and before you look up, you be like, Uncle? No, Daddy. Ah! Next, food flying, folks trying to almost get stabbed. That's the fun stuff in life. I see you got on your jerseys. Let me guess, Edgerrin James.
Nah, man, it's Carson Wentz.
My next guess would have been Peyton, but Carson Wentz. Okay, Super Bowl champion. Okay. All right, we can roll with that. I'm going with my Lions today. I don't know if you can see this little emblem. I paid all this money for this 1x1 inch little lion on here. Money I spent from the NFL shop. I still think they should have made it 3x3, but especially when you spend your money, you would think that it would be something as good as that. But hey, who am I? What am I? I'm just somebody who's spending their money. That's all I am. Somebody spending their money. All right, we're gonna get started this morning with a quick a good luck to teams that are still in the MHSAA playoffs in the Detroit area. Harper Woods, coached by my good friend, going against Goodrich. All these games are at 1:00 today. Cass Tech at Catholic Central, and Martin Luther King going to Mason in Mid-Michigan. Three really good games right there, I can tell you. I'm not going to put any predictions on this one. I'm just going to say it's going to be some good games. And I'm just proud to see that we still have these Detroit area teams still in the playoffs. I want to thank the MHSAA for expanding the playoffs from 4 divisions to 8 divisions, making it that you can make it that you get in at 6 wins automatic, or could be 5 or 4 depending on the number of points. And I like the fact that they open it up, and it helps it out for a whole lot of teams, a lot more teams other than just the Detroit area teams, where they used to get one. If you won a city championship, it was almost obligatory that was the one team that they was going to pick if you won a city championship. Even if you were 7-2, they was going to send that one team, no matter what the points was. So for a lot of years, a lot of good teams were sitting at home or just dispersed all over the place because of those politics. And it wasn't just Detroit; it was all over the state. A lot of good teams weren't making it. Teams were 9-0, not making the playoffs because of the points. So I'm glad they switched that up. And so as usual, when it starts reaching to the suburbs teams can't get in, and they 9-1, 8-1. It's gonna be some noise. It's gonna be some noise. And that's what happened. So they made some change. So good luck to Harper Woods, Cass Tech, and Martin Luther King Junior Senior High School today, playing at 1:00 in those semifinal games. One game away from Ford Field. Well, it used to be the Dome, but they're going to Ford Field now. All right, let's jump into it. Let's jump right on into it. Topic of the weeks: the Jets fired a GM and the coach. Mid-season, are they the ones to blame?
No. Mr. Rogers' neighborhood is the one to blame.
Is he to blame, or is the GM to blame because he brought him in?
No, Aaron's to blame because Aaron pulled all the cards. Aaron is the one who got Robert Saleh fired. Aaron is the one who got the trade for Devontae, and they still suck. The problem is Aaron. If you look in the mirror, you will see you are the problem. You don't go to mandatory mini camps. You didn't train your body for this upcoming season. You trash. He has to, at the end of the day, he has to come to the realization, my man is undefeated in all sports. Father Time has caught you, but you were already done before Father Time caught you. You haven't been irrelevant since you left Green Bay, since Super Bowl year.
Okay. I think we're on the same page on a lot of that, but I'm going to go a step further and say that the GM is probably more to blame, and also the owner to blame for that, because they had the green light bringing Aaron Rodgers there. He didn't just show up on the doorstep. They didn't draft him. He wasn't there. He wasn't an original player. Right. So once he got there, yeah, he became the potentate, quote unquote, GM, making a lot of decisions. And yeah, they still bad. They got 2 wins against New England. And who was the other team they beat? Was it Tampa?
No, they beat. Yeah, it might was Tampa. I'm not for sure. Off the top of my head, I ain't for sure. But yeah, it was a team they shouldn't have beat, and they beat. Right.
So I'm going to lean more on the owner and the GM. Because of course it was very highly publicized. Like he talked to Aaron Rodgers the night before Robert Saleh was let go, and then right behind that, a couple of weeks later, they the GM. So yeah, I would have to put it right there with them. The offense is just putrid. Despite bringing in Devontae Adams, and like you said, Aaron Rodgers is not playing like Aaron Rodgers. It's Father Time to come on in there. He had the injury last year. And in the 2 years that he's there, they are 3-9 with Aaron Rodgers in the lineup.
So that would tell you the quarterback before him, his record was better.
Mm-hmm. Well, was it who was before him? The guy who's the guy in Minnesota right now? Who was there?
The guy, who is that? The guy in Minnesota is Dalton. It's not Dalton. What's his name?
Blonde hair kid, yep. Kind of a redhead kid. What is his name?
I forget. I got it. Yeah, you got me today. What is his name? The dude, Donaldson, Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold, yeah, Sam Darnold. He was in New York last year, and so now he is in Minnesota right now, playing. I wouldn't say lights out, but pretty doggone good. And so oftentimes that new change of scenery helps people a lot. Most likely, more than anything, quarterbacks getting a better system, getting a better opportunity. Where the expectations weren't very high for him going into the season. It was like, well, we know the Lions are gonna do good. We know that Green Bay got love over there. We'd be okay. And he's coming in playing lights out. They started 5-0, 6-0, something like that. And playing very, very, very well. They've kind of come back to center in a lot of ways since then. But you never know. Just like another quarterback we're going to talk about next. And he has an opportunity to go and play somewhere else. Because things in New York all the way around are a little off. Let's see, Manny. Manny says, do my guy have on a Colts jersey? We got to find out who this Manny guy is. How you doing, Manny? Thank you for coming in today. Thank you, Steven. Good morning, Lions fans. We gonna get to the predictions. Yeah, good old Darno. Yeah, the Darno.
Of course, I got on it too. Who said that? Manny?
Manny says, do my guy on a Colts jersey?
Yeah, of course, Manny. I got on a Colts jersey. This is not a Lions jersey. Of course.
Pretty sure he knows who you are personally. If he said my guy, so he probably know. We don't know who he is. So Manny, thank you for joining us. I don't think I've seen that name before, but come on in. He's coming in from YouTube. So that lets me know that we're reaching out. We're reaching far and wide.
You know, I got it, man. Anybody that knows me, man, they know, man. The day you see me with a Lions jersey or a Wolverine jersey, or you already know.
You lost the bet.
Turn myself in, Your Honor.
You lost the bet. That's what it was.
Yeah, I turned myself in, Your Honor.
That's right. That's right. All right. Let's see here. Where are we? Where are we? Let's see here. Offense. The defense is not playing on purpose. They still mad that they let their coach go. One of the best defensive minds had that. What kept them in the games. A lot of those games they were losing were close because of the defense. The offense wasn't holding up there into the defense. So now the defense is like, okay, since y'all don't want to do stupid stuff, we're going to go ahead.
You're talking about with the Jets.
Jets, yeah.
Well, see, okay, at the end of the day, you done lost the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
You lost the locker room before the season started because Aaron wasn't showing up. So if this is supposed to be our leader, but our leader feels the mandatory camp says not, you see what I'm saying? Mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
You're not there. So the team like, well, wait. He don't have to come, but we gotta go. You lost the locker room then. And it's bad that Robert Saleh lost his job because we see now it's not Robert Saleh.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if it's me, if me and you we have ownership of the Jets, I'm calling you today, and I'm calling him today. We need to see you first thing after the season is over. And I'm doing him like Jerry Jones did to T.O. Sit him down. You're going to be at one end of the table. I'm going to be at the other end of the table. I'm going to put him right. You know what? We with you, but we got to let you go.
Mm-hmm. Put it on the white. Make sure
on the white little tablecloth. This is you.
Slide the linen over there too.
Hey, this is you. We with you, but we gotta let you go.
Make a diagram.
Man, you done brought turmoil to Gotham City, man. Like, go sit down. It's over.
But you know who still stings his phrases? The whole Pat McAfee show. Aaron Rodgers. Oh, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
I want to know why me and you don't have his time slot. Man, that dude is horrible, dog. Between Pat McAfee, Chris Russo, Cam Newton on Fridays, man, I
can tell you why McAfee is popular. He says what people want to hear. He go on and he cuss. And he says how he want, what people want to hear. So I can see why he
cut off Gap T-shirts, man. Go sit down somewhere, man. A fake David Hasselhoff. Go on, no fake Knight Rider.
He has the bravado. He has the moxie, and that's what they want right now. That's what's popular right now.
Good. Between him, like I say, I watch First Take on Mondays with Shannon, Unc, and Stephen A. Smith. I like Molly. I really don't care for Kimberly. Like with the yellow nails or whatever, bro, go sit down somewhere. I mean, RC cool. I like RC, but Mad Dog is trash. The chick that come on Fridays with Cam Newton, she trash. Man, like, dog, can we have a spot? Like, let's get some natural blood up in there. Can we have a spot? Yeah, okay. You never played professional. I never played professional. Okay, let's get some natural blood.
Even if Stephen ain't
let's get some natural ESPN, if you watching, let's get some natural blood up in there. Because that's, man, let me tell you what I'm mad about. I'm mad that you on my TV. How about that? I'm mad about. I'm mad about that.
They bring Mad Dog in. They brought him in because he had a following. Same thing with that Mac.
Man.
Those numbers on YouTube.
Those write me down. Man.
On the internet, they numbers don't lie.
Yeah, okay. Like I said, bring some natural blood. Bring some hood in there.
Hey, I'm with you though. I'm with you. We know I can go move to Bristol. I'm with that. I go to Bristol.
Yeah. I can pass. Yeah, I can take a leave of absence and go. Yeah, I can do an hour. I can do what, 2 hours a day? Sure, I can. But that Christmas ain't trust. But I guess it is what it is.
Is it Bristol? Is that where they at in Connecticut?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
I would definitely be more than happy to go up there And I'm gonna have to shovel some snow again. I got to shovel the snow, but I'll be there. If they pay me, they may pay us enough. I'll pay somebody to come shovel that snow because I'm getting over. All right, moving on to the NFL. Moving to the NFL. In the NFL, we have. Let's see. We have New York football all the way around. In New York football, we have more trouble with the Giants. They let Daniel Jones go. They cut him. We got the Russell Wilson Part 2 situation. The whole New York football professional state is in the flux. What's going on in New York? What's going on?
You should have been got rid of Daniel Jones. I mean, I don't want to see nobody lose their job, including me, myself, and you included. No, I don't. But at the same time, he didn't cut it. He did what he did to get his bag. And you thought that was going to progress into him to do more. Daniel Jones is what Daniel Jones is. He's not an NFL quarterback. He's a quarterback, but he's not an NFL quarterback. He's a Tim Tebow 3.5.
He's definitely better than Tebow.
That's why I say he's a Tim Tebow 3.5. I'm not going to give him a 4.0. He's better than Tim Tebow, but no, if I had to choose between him and Tim and Team Tebow, him and Tim Tebow, I would choose nobody. We just run the ball.
If I say you gonna put 10 people out there,
just run the ball. We do like on Remember the Titans. We gonna run a reverse with a Georgia black. What do you say? We gonna run a split right with a Georgia back reverse like your life depended on it. Ram, you ready to run? I'm not. Never know. No,
Daniel Jones is there because of the Paytons, the Mannings, I should say. The Mannings put the stamp on him, said he was going to be good. That this is who we need with the New York Giants to replace Eli, and they drafted him. Even though, just like Steven said, his record in college wasn't very good. Numbers don't lie.
Who did he play for in college?
I forget. It wasn't even. It was like a Division IIA, something like that.
It wasn't North Carolina, right? Nah, it wasn't North Carolina.
It was a Division I team, but it wasn't like high level, high.
It was like Hofstra, somebody like that.
Let me look.
I'm just saying, what, Columbia, somebody like that.
Let me take a quick look.
I mean, but like I say, he's a quarterback. He's just not an NFL quarterback. Like for right now, going forward, he'll probably hold a clipboard for the rest of his life.
He went to Duke. You were right. He went to Duke.
Yeah, I kind of figured Duke or North Carolina. He'll probably hold a clipboard for the rest of his life.
Well, I think he'll be a good backup quarterback because he can come in and give you. He can come in and give you some. When your starter's down.
He gonna back up who? Jared Goff?
Now they was who was talking about that? What's the boy Orlovsky said yesterday? They should sign him in Detroit. I said, no. You got that boy from Tennessee there for a reason. We got Jared Goff. We're gonna keep him there. We're not signing Daniel Jones. We love you, Daniel, but I wish you well somewhere else.
What about Cleveland?
I was about to say Cleveland would be a great place for him. Between him and Jameis, they can win another 2-3 games. Between the two.
You know what? See, this is why.
Because as long as Jameis got the horses being trained and the Lord behind him, they're going to win in the snow. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, they did do it. I can't believe they upset him. But I kind of figured that was going to happen because you just played a tough game against Baltimore. You had to turn right back around and play them.
I'm in the league where we make predictions, and I forgot that Jameis giving them good interviews. I'm watching. I look up and I see Jameis giving an interview. I'm like, they gonna win. And I'd already picked Pittsburgh. As soon as I saw that interview, I'm like,
hey, famous Jameis. He cool. He good. He the man that walked out the store with the crab and the shrimp.
Yeah. I think he did turn things around from last year when he gave the ball to the guy with 1 second left in the game to score a touchdown. I don't think he's that guy anymore. I think somebody got to him and was like, "Hey, one more time, you ain't even gonna go to the CFL. You're gonna be doing black college football games on ESPN 10."
Yeah. ESPN Plus. Right.
He gonna be on one of them shows. You're right, Steve. He gives those great interviews. It's something about him. He started talking. He started pontificating. Then he do this. Then he talk about the Lord. I'm like, oh, here it comes.
Yeah, that's him. Ain't it, Davis?
He spit on the microphone. You gotta love James. You gotta love James. All right, will San Francisco make the playoffs? What you think? They gonna make it? They were 5-5 right now.
Yeah, because they're gonna beat the Lions to secure that spot.
Okay. All right. We're gonna
Brock Purdy back by then. Brock Purdy out and
Bosa.
Bosa. Yeah. So yeah, they'll be healthy. They're gonna be healthy at the right time.
That's one of our picks for the day. I'm writing this down. We're gonna make playoffs.
Absolutely.
By beating.
You heard it here first.
All right, I wrote it down. So when that game come up, we can refer back to that. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, don't forget to click like, click share, get this book. Gratefulness Journey every day. Grateful, thankful. This Thanksgiving week. Be grateful, be thankful for what you have. There's a lot of things that you might want, might be some things that you need, but be thankful for what you have. You have a little bit of health, wealth, and strength. You may not have a lot of wealth. You may not have a lot of health, but you may not have a lot of strength. But you got, when you put the combination of the three together, you got something and a whole lot more than nothing. And did you know that Marcus Holmes? Who's Marcus Holmes? This man right here. See that man right there? HR specialist. Let me tell you about him. Lean in. You know why I do that? Because that's what he do on his TikTok. And then he give you some great advice on how to get the job, how to make your resume right, the right questions to ask in the interview. Go and look that man up on TikTok. He on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and the Love and Stuff community. Support that young man. Good morning, Mr. Brown. How you doing, sir? Good morning.
Oh, God.
Good morning.
Oh, God.
Yes. The show is, we got Steven and Greg at the same time.
And Greg today. Oh, God.
Yes, sir. And the only thing would make it even crazier was Darren was here, my boy Darren. So
God.
Speaking of which, we are talking about college football now. We are at college football last night. Michigan State beat Purdue. What was it, 21-14 or something like that?
24-17.
24-17. I get an alert on my phone, and the phone say, Purdue covered. I said, oh, no, they didn't beat. They didn't lost to Purdue.
They almost did, man. They was winning the game 24-3, and then they came back. I was like, man, another quarter, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, the coach, man. And then my man, the first half, lights out football. The second half, it was like he forgot what he was doing. I don't know what they're gonna do with that quarterback, man. He trash, dude.
Well, you know, if we thought 13 million at a quarterback down the road, maybe we could do something.
You know what? That ain't going nowhere neither. That's why I told my man, hey, what you think? I say, you're 5-5. That's what I think. Like we said, we'll get to the predictions, but I don't know. One thing I know, but two things for sure. You might win today, but I know next week you're going to wish you never took that bus down there. I'm calling that score out right now. 63-12. I talked to Ryan Day last night. He told me, put everything you got in. I say, take the bet. I say, take the bet. He say, take the bet. I say, take the bet. He say, take the bet. Bet your mama's house with her sitting in it.
Okay. Well, we're going to see. Because this week and next week, Ryan Day on the hot seat. He lose to Indiana today. They don't go to that Big Ten championship. And if he lose to Michigan next week or don't play up to par against Michigan, he don't make that playoff.
The Indiana game, you can't really blame them. There's no excuses, but they're undefeated. So if they lose to Indiana, they lose to Indiana. If he loses to Michigan next year, I personally will drive down there and help him back.
This year, Ryan Day like they did Arizona State.
If he loses to Michigan this year, I will personally drive down there and help him back.
I can tell you, if he loses to Michigan this year, they're going to do him like they did the Arizona coach. He didn't even get off the field. Remember they met him in the end zone?
Arizona State when they did what's his name? He used to coach the Chiefs. I can't think of his name. But yeah, he's a commentator.
Yeah.
Now you know what? I think if he loses to Michigan next year, he loses to Michigan next Saturday. If he loses 24-21, just hear me out. He lose 24-21. And they say, okay, he's still gonna get fired. But if he lose something like that time they went to Ann Arbor and they lost like 34-14 or whatever it was that first time, man, you might as well burn the house and everything.
Herm Edwards. Thank you, Greg. Herm Edwards.
Yeah, Herm Edwards. I couldn't remember his name for nothing.
If he lose that all, if he lose, period. If he lose Michigan this year, period. Like what the girls say, period. Period. If he lose, period, this year, they gonna fire that boy. He ain't gonna make it to the locker room. He gonna get in the tunnel. It's gonna be a old taxi cab from the Wiz.
That's why I said 63-12.
It don't matter. It don't matter. They gonna
63-12.
If they lose, if it's 13-12, no matter what the score is, they lose to Michigan next week. They gonna the flying monkeys gonna be on either side of the cab.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm one of them. I will get in my car and drive down 75, doing 90 all the way. I got a radar detector. So I'm gonna know when I'm gonna hear them before they hear me. And then I will where's his office? Who are you? Don't worry about all that. I'm 2 men in a truck. That's who I am.
You're not gonna make it to the office. They're gonna do them like they do them recruit, like the players. Player get in trouble, they meet in the coach's office. By the time he get out the office, the grad assistant gonna have that room up and everything gonna be sitting in the hallway. And then
I'm telling you.
That's what's gonna happen.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. So he goes down. Okay, they go down there, and let's say he do what I say. They do what I say. 63-12. How do you view Sharon Moore now?
Sharon Moore got the #1 recruit. He good.
No, you not. He ain't played it down yet. That's not good.
It don't matter. If they gonna beat, they should beat Northwestern today. Lose next week, presumably.
Go back and repeat what you just said.
6-6.
Go back and repeat what you just said.
They're gonna beat Northwestern today.
No, you didn't. You said they should beat Northwestern. You don't even have confidence.
Right. They should beat Northwestern today. Lose next week, presumably to Ohio State.
And then decline a bowl.
No, they're gonna go to the Cherry Bowl. They're gonna bring back the Cherry Bowl.
So they actually gonna go. So you actually believe they go to a bowl?
I would. That's extra practice. Just like Michigan State, if they win these next 2 games, they can go to a bowl.
If they win next week, they go to a bowl. They play Rutgers next week, and they go to a bowl. They'll be 6-6. So they're 5-6 right now.
So then that allows them the fact that they can get extra practice, keep the team together a little longer. Hey, you better take advantage of that. The school can make more money. Hey,
I don't know. I don't know. I think I decline those offers.
Hey, Michigan State can go back to Arizona to the Sun Bowl again. Go back down to Arizona. Go to Tempe. Go play in the Sun Bowl.
And lose? You know it'd be a good bowl game? This is for real. Even though their record is so superior over Michigan, Colorado against Michigan. That'd be a good bowl game.
Okay. All right. I'm not saying it's not. And it would draw the people. It would draw all the fans. That would be a great. I like that. I do like that idea. Will it happen? We shall see. We shall see. Said the blind man to the dead dog.
Here we go. The blind man to the dead. I used to go to school with the blind man and the dead dog.
We all did. All right, moving on. We're going on to the NBA. The Pistons right now are 7-10. They had a little rough week. They went 1-2 over the last week, but they still in 7th place. The players would start right now. They would be in the play-in game. So that still counts as playoffs, and they are still 2-0 in the ugly floor sweepstakes. I'm not even gonna call it the NBA Cup no more. It's the ugly floor sweepstakes. I don't know why they put them ugly floors all over the league.
You gotta have something to draw the attention, man. You just said something about drawing the fans, right? If you watch the game and you seen the Motor City or you seen what's on they got StockX court, you wouldn't be interested in that. Right, so they bring some little flavor to it. Just like I was watching the Warriors game the other night. You got to bring, that's what's going to keep you looking. You wouldn't be watching it if it was just a regular Golden State Warriors with the Chase logo on the, you'd be like, I'm good. So I get it.
I don't watch the period. If Steph ain't hit them threes, I'm turning the channel.
You say if Steph ain't playing no D, you turning the channel. Man, you should be turning the channel all the time. He don't play no D. Is it a D in his name?
Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Let's see. Right now, Orlando and New York Knicks are leading Group A. The Bucks and the Pistons are leading Group B. The Hawks and the Celtics are leading Group C. In the East and the West, the Rockets and Portland Trailblazers are 1 and 2. Lakers and the Spurs, Group B, Group C. Golden State 3-0 has clinched a spot. The Mavericks are 2-1. They're right there, and the Pelicans have been eliminated already. How you eliminated already at 1 and 2?
But they have no team. And you know what? That Zion is going to end up getting Willie Green fired.
Yeah,
they're gonna end up saying, well, Willie Green should be able to make adjustments on the fly without Zion Williamson. No, cut your losses. If Daniel Jones can get cut by the Giants, you can cut Williamson. And I'm a Zion Williamson fan. I was a Zion Williamson fan when he came from South Carolina, to high school. I was a fan when he was at Duke. All that. Just get your body right, man.
I agree with you. I'm a Zion Williamson fan, but he has not lived up to any of the things that they said he was going to do.
Might be another Tony Mandridge, incredible bulk. Remember Tony Mandridge at Michigan State? Incredible bulk. He ain't too far behind him.
No, I don't think he was incredible. I don't think Zion is on the sauce. The only sauce he on is some Creole sauce. That's the sauce he on all his food. But he did get in better shape over the summer. He came in looking real good, but he's hurt again, so he might be on some performance enhancing. Because when you're on the performance enhancers, well, what's going to happen? You're going to be injured all the time. That's what happens. So hopefully that's not the case. Hope this is not we're not doing any Zion slander. So don't send me no season assistant.
I sent him to Kamau Williams.
We just looking
at stuff, sports talk.
We're just looking at different scenarios. All right. Inside the NBA is coming to ESPN and ABC. You think Charles Barkley gonna go?
Yeah. Because who you gonna replace?
You remember that? He said, I ain't going to ESPN. They ain't want to pay me my money. They want to work with me.
But who you gonna replace him with? You gotta have somebody for him to feud with Shaq, right? Kenny is the middleman, and what's the other guy's name?
The Jet.
No, I know Kenny Smith, but what's the other guy's name?
You want the host? Yeah.
That's Ernie. Right. So you gotta have Shaq to feud with Barkley all the time. And like I said, the Jet is just the middleman. And Ernie plays the host.
Barkley has seen Shaq real good, and his only comeback is, you don't have no championships.
Right, but I mean, that's the only. Can you imagine if Chuck would have had one? Then it wouldn't be no debate. But that's how Chuck. That's what makes the show entertaining. Shaq tell him all the time, you don't know nothing about championship. You never won one. And then Chuck come back with, well, I could say that too if I was on the coattails of Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant. It feel bad. It's like when I used to debate with this one guy growing up, and he was like, well, you better than me because you older than me. What? That makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not it. Next, we got the Celtics are up for sale. Vic Rosbeck is going to sell his controlling interest in the next 4 years. And everybody want to buy them. It's a great investment. You got the new stadium there, and in Boston, you got a championship team right now.
TD Gardens.
So it's right now. It makes sense. You know, when you do things, you got to strike while the iron is hot. Iron is hot right now for the Celtics. And if you're gonna sell it, this is gonna be a good time. So good luck to that. And of course, it's ugly floor time again. I'm sorry. I got to keep coming back to that. Ugly floor time. And I still don't think the floors is going to bring enough people in to make it worth being interested in watching. If the
I
basketball
mean, everything has to develop with time. Excuse me, right? It's like when we first got the people mover in Michigan. Everybody's like, what? The people mover? What is that? Everybody had their camp sticks and all that. But after you actually ride it and see how convenient it is between walking from Comerica Park or walking from Ford Field and rode it, like when we went down there for the Tiger game, me and Marcus, we rode the people mover. You know what I'm saying? Now we got the queue line. Now you got to give stuff time, you know?
Well, now, did you know that the queue line and all them other that was supposed to come in at the same time as the people mover, that the money was allocated from the government back in the 80s, and they held on to that money and waited till Coleman Young left office to release that money?
No, I didn't know that. I guess I learned something new today besides tying my shoe. Why, thank you.
Because it's supposed to go Grand River, and what's the other one? And Woodward. It's supposed to be 3 built at the same time. They go from downtown all the way out to the suburbs. And the money, a lot of that money is still there. They've only released it for the Woodward line. They still got to do Gratiot, and they still got to do Grand River. Yep. And I don't think I've ever rode the people, but maybe once, because when they was building, them things were going like this, them cement was going like this. I said, you ain't gonna never get me on that thing. I don't think I've ever ridden it. I'm gonna say y'all brave, even after 30, 40 years of that thing being there. My favorite thing to see the people movers when it be in the background of the Transformers movies. And you think it's in Japan, but it's really downtown Detroit.
Public school, man. Public school education. Public school education.
I'm serious. If you look at, I forget which one it was, but they was fighting on it looked like it's Japan. That's really Detroit people mover, and they just CGI'd the other stuff around it. That's all it is. Because a lot of those Transformer movies, a good portion of them were made in Detroit. They can't go back to the train station no more. They redid it, but they still go to that spot with the white building on the east side, and they still go back to the Bobolo boat and make the Transformers.
Oh boy! Gee, officer, I didn't know that shotgun was loaded. Honest.
I was going hunting. It's hunting season, sir.
I didn't know that. Officer, I didn't know my wife was missing. Honest.
All right, let's move on. We got hockey. We got the Red Wings right now. I owe you guys an apology. I had the records wrong. They're actually 8-9-2. They have 18 points, and they're in 5th place behind the Maple Leafs and the Panthers. They're tied. Maple Leafs and Panthers are tied for 1st place.
Yeah, they do. You know what? Yeah, I think it's time for. I don't even want to say it like this because I am a fan. I got his jersey and everything. I think it's time for Steve to go, man.
Think so? You think they're gonna let Steve go?
I think Steve done ran this course, man. You on year 6? I think it's time for. Yeah, I think Steve done had, because the only reason I say this, you went down to Florida and you won one. What's wrong? You put the pedigree together down there. What I don't get it. What's wrong? You played here and won championships. Mm-hmm. What's wrong? I think it's time to tell Steve, you know what? Thanks. Draw the white sheet with him, take the tablecloth. We with you. I'll let you go, man. Because right now you're 8-9. I'm a Red Wing fan. Mm-hmm. And people like, wait a minute, you like the Red Wings, but you don't like the Tigers and you don't like the Lions. Absolutely not. I actually like the Red Wings. I have I had Shanahan. I got that jersey. I got Gordie Howe. I am a Red Wing. But I think it's time for Steve to go.
I don't know if that's the answer just yet. Maybe by the end of the season, I will be a little bit more on board with that. There's still a chance, but the league is strong right now. The league is strong. And we should be as strong with him. He's been there, 6-7 years now?
been there going on 6, and that's what I'm saying. I get it, but what I'm saying is, you went and won one as a manager somewhere else, so you got the pedigree.
Yep.
And like I don't even agree with Mr. Harris, but I gotta agree. That's too much talent.
Yeah.
Y'all, and then y'all want to blame it on the one young kid. That's not fair to him. Oh, well, if he wasn't hurt, Dylan Larkin. Oh, if he wasn't hurt, we would have made the playoffs. Dylan Larkin is one player. Next man up. That's what it is. It's next man up. But for y'all to say, well, Dylan Larkin ain't playing, the dude was playing hurt. It's Steve. I think it's time. This year, you really need to evaluate everything.
Yeah,
the eggs, the milk, the bread, all that. I think it's time for Steve to go, man.
Let's look at it historically. The ownership of the Red Wings, the same ownership of the Tigers.
Oh, man, please don't stop there. They talking about adding new seats that heat your butt up. But you ain't signed it back.
Once again, same ownership.
You talking about seats that'll heat your butt up, but you ain't signed it back. So it's 40 degrees outside. My tush is warm, but we losing 11-2. Make that make, like what Isaiah say, the girls say, make it make sense.
I'm gonna say the thought process is the same. How long did it take for them to get rid of the GM of the Tigers? They brought in
Avila.
Avila.
See, Avila played his part. I'm gonna let y'all. Avila played his part. I'm gonna let y'all I'm gonna do everything y'all tell me to do. Dave Bromkowski, the one that ended up going to Boston, he was like, "No, I don't think you should do that." Once you tell them what you don't feel they should do, that's when you become a problem. Think about it. When my man was the manager, Jim Leland. Once they got mad at Jim Leland for benching the leadoff guy, I forget his name. That's where it all went downhill.
Mm-hmm.
But when Jim Leland was like, "No, I think I should run it this way," it became a problem. Long as they did it, long as Jim Leland did it their way, it wasn't a problem until he started talking back. Same way, Jim Caldwell. Jim Caldwell, when you go out there, answer these questions. Don't answer no other question but these questions. I don't care if they ask you these questions, answer these questions. Jim Caldwell came out and they asked about DeAndre Levy. Jim Caldwell was not supposed to answer that question. He answered it. Get rid of him. I don't care what he do. Get rid of him. That's behind it. We behind the microscope. Everybody always good. It's one man. Like he said in Payback. It's one man. It's one man at the top. You're not gonna ever disrespect that one man. Whether it was William Clay Ford, whether it's the wife, whether it's Sheila, whether it's the son. If I tell you, come on, you go out there and you answer question 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Don't answer 3. Come on. It's gonna be one reporter. Come on. What about DeAndre Levy? DeAndre Levy, he's didn't I tell you not to answer? Didn't I tell you not to entertain number 3? Now we have a problem. And it didn't have nothing to do with Jim Caldwell's record. Jim Caldwell was told not to talk about DeAndre Levy. And what did he do? Went out there and talked about DeAndre Levy. Oh, so he can't follow instructions or directions. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go back to my point. The history is the same. Slow to move. Not want to spend a lot of money. Keep it.
Well, okay.
Product out there. But at the end of the day, it's about money. I what I like to see.
Well, in the case of the Tigers, in the case of the Tigers, you really don't have to sign a bat, right? Because look what you did without a bat.
Yep.
So that's why
it all worked out. They still made the playoffs. They made a run.
So that's why people are like, but to come out and put heated seats in an outdoor stadium, that's a smack in the face. Cause you ain't even you haven't entertained Juan Soto, You haven't entertained my man Crawford. You haven't entertained no prospect. You ain't even attempted to, but you worried about, I want Kamau and Felix seat to be warm when we, are you serious? I'm not paying for that. I'm paying for the product you putting out on the, and then you wonder why I don't go down there. That's why I don't go down there.
You don't get an argument on me about that. It's going to be a covered area with heated seats, and then well, I get it. But,
and you're going to pay probably double the ticket price for that.
Well, think about it. That's a business opportunity. You have
an opportunity to bring business people in. So it's putting a better product on the field. It's a business. But see, we as the consumer, as the fan, we're not demanding it. So they're like, okay, think about it. When the Lions went 0-16, when the Lions were 2-14 and all that, what were people coming to the game with? Paper bags, sell the team.
It was still sold out.
It was still sold out, but it got to the point where William Clay Ford, God rest his soul, and his wife and Sheila and the son said, "Mom, we got to do something." Even though they were selling out, we got to do something. And 3 years ago, that's why I hope Rochelle came on this show today. 3 years ago, because she mentioned Stephen A. Smith. Oh, he said the Lions are number one. 3 years ago, Stephen A. Smith said y'all shouldn't even play on Thanksgiving. I sat there and watched it.
Yeah, you did.
So now 3 years later, now he a fan. Stop it.
Yeah, you did. We're going to get to Stephen A. Smith.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're going to get there. But let's move forward. We're going to get to women's sports right now. We got Geno Auriemma. That's not his last name. Geno Auriemma. He's the number one college coach of all times right now. He has 1,217 wins, the most in NCAA history in men's, women's, or any division basketball wins. Congratulations to him. He has earned it. He had 2-3 years in a row where they was undefeated. 3, 4, 5 years in a row winning the championship. So hey, hats off to that young man. I would take my hat off, but I need a haircut. I don't need nobody seeing that right now. Congratulations to him, and they got a good chance of winning again. Speaking of chance,
I got a question for you. Here's a good question for you. You see, I be stirring it over here.
Okay.
Who would you take right now, Geno or Don Stanley?
Give me Don.
See, that's why we. That's okay. See you later. I see you next week. Happy Thanksgiving. See you next week.
Here's why.
Serious, man.
Here's why.
Okay.
His better days are behind him.
No.
Her best days are in front of her.
No, they're not. They just went to the Final Four.
I'm not saying that they won't have some good success.
You just said his good days is behind him.
They
just went to the Final Four.
He won't have them great teams like he had in the past. He's gonna have a few here and there, like the Stanford coach. Right
went
now,
to the Final Four.
Right now, he on Stanford coach watch.
Stanford just went to the Final Four.
Stanford's been was a top 10 team. Been to the Final Four a couple times in the last couple of years for the coach that just retired.
They just went to the Final Four.
I agree with you.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, Ashley Fudd, Paige Beck, he only had Paige Beckers last year. Fudd then came back. She's back this year.
Mm-hmm.
Paige Beckers is back. The team is better than what it was last year, and they went to the four. What do you think they're gonna do this year?
I'm talking overall. I'm not talking just this year. They look good this year. They look very good. And they have like I said, they have a chance to win it all.
Overall,
however, over the next 5 years.
Overall, from 94 to all the way 20 years now, which is 2020, well, 30 years now. Rebecca Lobo.
Yes, I agree with you.
The list goes
right here, right here.
Karasi. What's her name? The one who just won the WNBA title. God, the list. Do you see what he puts in the WNBA? Before the WNBA blew up to what it was?
What I'm saying is his better days as a coach are behind him because of what he has done. Dawn Staley's better days for her because of what she has an opportunity to do. She's still young enough and has enough of a reach to get to these players and be able to relate to the players that's going to want to come and play for her. I'm not
And
saying
he
that
does too.
happen,
They will
but
go
you
play. They will go still go play for Geno. That's
They
like
will.
that's like when Bo was at Michigan and Lou Holtz was at Notre Dame. You do realize Notre Dame stole Jerome Bettis from Michigan. He was
Yeah.
going to Michigan
Yeah.
until Bo and them told him you can't wear tape on your shoes. He went to South Bend.
It was a little bit more than that, but
Okay, so but you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So his good days, Bo was here, Lou was here. The only thing that separated the two was Notre Dame was like the Cowboys, everybody's American favorite team. Michigan was trying to get to that plateau. So what I'm saying is Geno can still get the recruits that Don is getting. And Don can still get the recruits that Geno is getting. It's no fall off. UConn is just up there just as well as South Carolina. The only difference is South Carolina is the defending national champion. They went undefeated. You mean to tell me Faulkner, the young girl that's quick, number 12, she couldn't have went to UConn? Sure, she could have went to UConn.
She could. I'm not saying that Geno is a slouch. Geno's a great coach. He's a great recruiter. But Geno don't have as many years left as Don does.
True. Agreed.
Don is 52, 53, 54, something like that. But Geno was in his 70s. Geno not going to be there 3 more years. Don going to be there for 20.
I think, to be honest with you, I think Geno going to leave when Tom leaves. And we know Tom ain't going nowhere soon. Right. That's why you laughing. Tom ain't going nowhere. Do you know where Tom is right now? Tom is in Maui. Right. Tom ain't going nowhere. They're going to have to fire Tom. Tom ain't going nowhere.
They are. And they're not going to
have to fire Tom.
And they're not going to fire him.
But the program would never deplete that low for them to fire Tom.
It just might. It just might.
No. Think about it.
This year might be that year.
No.
They were 4-2.
All you need is 19 wins to get into the NCAA tournament. He can do that.
They may not get that this year. And I hate
that. 19 wins.
This was the first. Here's the first sign. This was the first time in how many years that they were not even ranked in the preseason top 25? That's your first marker right there. They barely beat.
It don't matter where you start. It matter where you finish.
This might be the year. And I hate to say that. That hurts my heart. Me and Tom Izzo got the same birthday.
Oh, man. Man, why you jinxing him like that, man? See, this is why we can't get nowhere. No, I'm being serious. You only need between 18 and 19 wins. They played Duke. Look at their losses. They almost lost to Bowling Green, but they came back and won. They lost to, who did they lose to? Who did they lose to? Duke, or did they lose to Kansas? No, they lost to Kansas. Okay, they're number 1 ranked team in the country. They when it comes to Big Ten play, well, now because you add Oregon and all them, they're going to go through the Big Ten. Michigan ain't going to be a threat to them. Purdue already took their L. Indiana might be a threat. Wisconsin might be a threat. Northwest, that's who somebody. What's his name? We about to get the boot. What's it? Doug Collins' son. He about to get the boot. Chris Collins.
I'll put like this. I'll put that on the schedule to talk more about next week.
Hey.
All right, so let's see. In the WNBA, South Carolina's 43 has won 43 games in a row between last season and this season. That's why I still say Dawn has her trajectory is Geno-like, and as well as Vanderveer-like, and as well as the coach and Tennessee-like. She's gonna be right there in the end with the number of championships and the number of wins too. So that's why I would send my daughter right now to go play for Dawn before I would send her to go play for Geno.
No, not me. Cause Geno gonna treat her. Geno gonna teach her the toughness. Geno gonna teach her you're not just an All-American. You're not the only All-American on here. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine being on that team when they had Renee Montgomery, Maya Moore, and all them? God, how do you even fit it? No.
Honestly, I think we're saying the same thing, but just in a different name.
No.
Let's move forward. We gotta move forward. We're a little bit over time. We of course it is it's that time. It's that time. It's time to take a quick pause for the cause as we jump into Stupid Sports News. All right, Stupid Sports News. We got a couple good ones here this week. First thing we're going to talk about is Stephen A. Smith going off on the Giants. Somebody in the front office of the Giants said something about Stephen A. Smith, and he checked him. Y'all playing terrible. Y'all got Daniel Jones over there. Y'all did. And it was obviously something personal. I'm about to send you that clip because he went smooth off on them yesterday. I ain't never seen him go off like that. Anybody. Except for what's the guy that used to be a sports reporter that who talk about everybody? He used to be on Fox Sports. The big guy. He always stirring the pot. What is his name? He went off on him. He called him a fat F word. What is his name? But that he went off like that when he went off on him.
Wow. Okay.
When he did a whole show and he went off, but this was live on his show, how he went up on the Giants. Real Madrid, Barcelona game. There was a lot of racism going on. A lot of the 3 people were arrested for talking about Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. This is nothing new over there. They're known to openly call the black players the N-word, throw bananas at them, make monkey sounds. And they do it openly over there in Europe. This is nothing new, but it is new because they did say they're gonna start cracking down, much like they did NASCAR here, in terms of making sure that you have a clean, safe work environment.
Right.
They're trying to make sure they clean that up over there. 3 people arrested. That's big.
Yeah.
3 people were arrested.
Absolutely.
And because it was embarrassing to have when they was literally throwing bananas on the field at those at the black players. So I'm glad to see they're taking steps towards doing that. The NBA All-Star Game. They're looking at it. Did you hear about it?
Man, they need to just go away with all of that, man. That's just garbage, man. Look, just stop, man. Go away with all of that, man. We need to miss it to appreciate it. I've been saying this for years. Just go away. Take it off TNT. No Saturday night. What is it? TNT Saturday night. Man, just bring the game for real.
Now, what we're talking about, they're talking about changing it to pickup style. 14.
No, man, just stop, man.
14 of their players. The regular people that make it to the All-Star game, plus a few in the
we need to miss it. We need to get rid of the dunk contest, the 3-point contest, the skills challenge. Get rid of all of that, man, because it's getting worse. It's not getting better. Yeah. Do you realize the NBA slam dunk champion for the last 2 years was a G Leaguer?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? And I ain't even trying to be funny. Yes, I am. I am trying to be funny. Watch who be in the dunk contest this year. You want me to tell you who's going to be?
Who's going to be?
Bronny James. Watch what I tell you.
I already don't watch a lot of NBA basketball because basketball is so bad. I'd rather watch college because even though I know it's college and I know they got something to play for, the NBA, of course, the athletes are better, but the brand of basketball is nowhere near as good.
Watch. Bronny James will be in the dunk contest. Watch what I tell you. Okay. Remember this conversation at 12 o'clock. Y'all going to be like, you know what? Phil said that. To make it so bad, they're going to vote for him to win because it's LeBron's son. Watch.
Now, what if they make it a has-been, will-be game where so it'll be Bronny James, who else in there? Because all the old players' sons in there that's in the league.
So it would be Bronny James. It would be Steph Curry's son. No, it would be Bronny James. Who else in there? It would be Craig Anthony's son that played for the Orlando Magic. You would have
that's good right there. Just them two. As long as we got two second generation. Call it the second generation dunk contest.
Yeah.
And the one girl for the 3-point contest.
No, man. No, Leo. No. Just leave all. For real, I'm just telling you. See, Greg, and me and Greg don't agree on nothing. But Greg, he ain't watched one in 10 years. Last year's game was worse out of all the games I didn't watch. Karl Anthony Towns had 50 and was going up the court laughing. They wasn't even playing defense. Man, we need to miss it. We really need to miss it.
You see Obama called him out. That's like, y'all got to do a better job than this.
Man, if Kobe was alive, Kobe would call them out.
Mm-hmm. He would say, "Oh, y'all get y'all bleeps."
Yeah, it's a monstrosity.
Close the door. No. Make sure no cameras in there. He'd go off on all of them.
Absolutely, man. Man, like watching episodes of All in the Family.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else we got? Bryce Underwood flips to Michigan. Well, I don't really call it stupid. I just think it's a stupid amount of money that he get $12 million. I wonder what the parameters is. Is it $12 million to stay for 4 years or for just the time that he's there? Because he ain't gonna stay the whole time.
It all depends. You never know. It all depends. It depends on. See, okay, this is the problem.
What happened, Felix? Where you at? Did he leave on purpose?
Oh man.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, this is the problem with the way it's going. Okay, this is the problem. So you went out and you paid the money, right? Okay. The pressure is going to be on Sharon. Why I say that? Who's the starting quarterback heading into camp next year?
Him.
You gonna say? That's what I'm saying. You gonna say it's him? You gonna say it's Bryce Underwood?
Yeah.
Okay. So. Yeah, given what you're saying, it's Bryce Underwood. Okay, so if it's Bryce Underwood, what should Alex Orji and the other dude do? Transfer?
No.
So why would I? Okay.
Get the free education and use that ring around town.
Why would I stay if you're already telling me I have no shot of playing? You just said, this is what you just said. You just said the starting quarterback will be him going into camp. So you're basically telling me I have no shot of playing unless he gets hurt. God forbid he gets hurt or something, right? So why not put myself in the portal and go somewhere where I can play?
Where are they going to go to actually play?
HBCU?
Alex can go to. He can come back down here to Texas and go to Texas State. He can go to Prairie View.
Alex Orji at the game that he has, from what I seen, Alex Orji can go Indiana, Iowa, Purdue, Illinois, Wisconsin. Stop me when you want me to stop now. He could go to Ohio. That would be the kick in the pants if he went to Ohio State, because that suits him. He can run, he can throw, but not really. But it depends if Ryan Day is still employed, right? Right, okay. So as far as the other kid, he could go 30 miles north and go to East Lansing. Because what I'm saying is the system that they're running at Michigan is not suitable for Orji or the other kid.
I agree.
But there's a program where their lights and their strengths will be welcomed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you sign this Bryce Underwood kid and you get out there and he bombs, then what?
Hey, but you tried.
You tried and it cost you $10.2 million, $12.2 million.
Mm-hmm.
And
It cost them donors.
Okay, it cost no donors, $12.2 million. And you just got Sharon Moore fired.
Well, that's all right. Sharon Moore was going to get fired anyway.
Right. Your famous line, coaches get hired to get fired. Right.
My money. That's what he got. He's going to get paid.
Right.
They're paying him for the fact that he coached 6 games last year and got them their national championship. That's what they're paying him for.
Okay.
All right. Let's jump to predictions. Felix is now 58-40. I am 60-38. It's coming.
Wait. Time out. How am I still behind and I lost 1 game? Your math ain't mathing, man. You're subtracting from me and you're adding to you.
Okay.
How, man? I only got 1 wrong last week. I got an A-.
59-39.
Who?
59-39.
Who is 59-39?
You are, and I'm 60 and I'm 60. I'm okay, 59. Okay, so that means that I have to take away from 1 from me. So that makes us even, 59-39.
See what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. See, his math ain't wrong.
If I'm giving you 1, I got to take 1 from me.
Absolutely. So we both 59-39?
Yes.
Okay. This is where I blow your doors off this week. See, I know some things. Like Tony Montana told Frank, I know some things.
What happened to Tony Montana?
Huh?
What happened to Tony Montana?
He got a big house. He had a nice little pool out there. He had a
Big
statue.
hole in his sternum.
Oh, you mean at the end? Oh, yeah. For Victor, I know some things, though. I told Frank, I know some things.
Okay. All right. Let's start with Michigan versus Northwestern.
Man, see, you go right there. I don't really know with that one. Let me see. Michigan versus Northwestern. I'm going to go with my heart and say, let me see. Michigan and Northwestern. What time is that? 2:30, 3:30?
Yep.
I mean, the sun sets in the west. Let me see. Man. Give me Northwestern. Okay. I think Northwestern going to do it. I do. I'm going to follow my mind. My mind said Northwestern. And I'm going to go Northwestern 21-17.
I'm going Michigan.
Yeah, that's why you'll be where you at. You going who?
Michigan, 23-13.
Okay.
All right. One of the biggest games of the season. Never thought we'd say this. Army versus Notre Dame.
Man, Notre Dame. Notre Dame 34-10.
I think it's going to be a little bit closer than that. I'm still going Notre Dame. I'm going 28-24.
Okie dokie.
BYU, Arizona State. 2 top 25 teams. BYU grown men versus the kids.
BYU 35-21.
It's in Arizona State.
No, don't matter.
I'm going to go with Arizona State.
And that's why you will never make captain.
21-17.
Who?
21-17.
Okay.
All right. Indiana, Ohio State, the game of the week.
Man, OSU, man, 35-17.
OSU?
Yeah, OSU. I just got off the phone with Ryan Day, man. We good.
I'm going Indiana.
Okay. And that's why you'll never make captain.
I'm going Indiana. 28-13. To the NFL, Baltimore and the Rams.
Give me Action Jackson. Give me the Ravens 27-17.
All right. I'm going to go with you on that one. You got a fast track indoor bounce back game for Baltimore. Even though my heart says the Rams. I'm going to go with Baltimore 14-13. San Francisco, Green Bay.
Who?
San Francisco versus Green Bay.
Man, Green Bay. Jordan Love.
Okay.
Green Bay 28-24.
I'm gonna go. I agree with you on that. Green Bay is you with me? Oh yeah. Green Bay. I like Green Bay 35-17. Arizona, Seattle.
I'm gonna go with Seattle because they didn't let me down last week. I'm gonna go Seattle. Let me see. Seattle 27-14.
Okay. Arizona been playing very well. But you're talking about a weather game, a cold weather game, outdoor. The 13th man, I'm going Seattle. 25-17. Last but not least, Detroit going down to Indianapolis, going to the RCA Dome.
Let me see. What time is that game? 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
The sun sets in the west. Pee Wee Herman Playhouse. Give me you know what? I'm gonna go with the Colts. I really am. I think I see something, and I think what I see, it makes sense. I'm gonna go with the Colts. I'm gonna go 21-17.
I'm gonna go to Colts too. I woke up this morning and my heart was hurting. I'm gonna go to Colts too. I'm gonna go with the Colts. It's gonna be kind of a shootout. 35-30. 35-30. All right.
All right.
Thank you for coming out. Thank you for staying with us over time a little bit. Make sure you have a safe Thanksgiving. If you're frying the turkey, make sure that turkey is not frozen on the inside. Make sure you get all the innards out.
Right.
That's where you had the fires from. The fact that the stuff is on the inside that people don't clear out like they're supposed to. And make sure you are safe. The Zoom schedule's coming out soon. We normally do Thanksgiving for people who may not have a lot of family around them. We family with everybody. We're the Love and Stuff family. So look out for that. I'm gonna post that on our page, and I'll be there early. I think I got the 11 o'clock spot, which is noon my time, for about an hour and 15 minutes, and hopefully I can get Felix to join me for just a few minutes. But he still might be asleep because since he gets the day off for Thanksgiving, can't be mad at him. I know he ain't gonna want to watch the Lions game. Oh, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that last prediction. Who did Detroit play on Thanksgiving?
The Bears, I believe. Is it the Bears? I believe it's the Bears.
Let me look real quick. NFL. Thank y'all for being so patient. We're gonna take a quick look at that.
Yeah, I think it's the Bears.
Yes, they play the Bears Thanksgiving Day.
Man, well, we going to that one right now. Man, give me the Pussycats. 28-21.
Okay. They haven't been playing very well on Thanksgiving lately. I'm gonna go with the Lions to break the streak this time against the Bears. Lions 35-17.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys, everybody, for coming out and sharing your time with us. We do appreciate you. We will be back next Saturday, November 30th. So this is fifth week in this month. So we get to share with you guys a little bit more. And this fuels the fire for all those people out there who say there's 13 months in a year and not 12. So that lends to those theory people, which it makes sense because if you add 52 divided by 12, it's 13. So that math is mathing on that one. All right, young man, have a great day. Be safe out there, and we shall see you guys next week.